Hey guys, this is August. I'm going to do a little tutorial for you for glitch style drums. Now the style of glitching we're going to do is going to be resampling. So we started here with a basic set of drums and I'll play that for you now. Very simple, nothing extravagant. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to send these to their own channels, all of them. And the fastest way to do that is to double click the sample and press Control L, and that will automatically send it to its own channel. We do that with all of these. Pow. You should see each one should trigger on its own. Cool. So first thing we're going to do is add some effects. We're going to do the first kick, something simple, maybe a little bit of a distortion here. I will use a lot of distortion, just a heads up. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and put a limiter on that master channel so I don't blow out our ears. All right. Tiny dash of reverb. Alright, and that'll work for that kick. Now we're going to move to this clap. So with this clap, we're going to add some more effects. Do something a little different. We'll do a you know what is really fantastic is, let's get it right out of the way, is Glitch 2 by D Blue. So we're going to do that. If I can find it. There it is. So we're going to selectively choose our glitching. So we're going to do a little stretch. Leave that. Simple enough. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add a bunch of effects to these, and then we'll fast forward. Come back when I've got those added. Okay, so here's what we have. So pretty simple beat. So the things I've added, just simple stuff. A lot of distortion, reverb, use some saturation, compression, and then I did add a little sliced hat loop and ran that through distortion and a tiny bit of reverb, panning and pitch shifting to give it a little more stereo presence. So now that we have that, this part will be FL Studio specific. We're just going to go ahead and go to File, and we are going to export this. And export it to a place that you will remember, obviously. I have a specific folder for samples, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I've got a simple piano progression here. We'll hear it now. Cool. So now we're going to bring in our glitch kit that we made, and I'm going to use Fruity Slice X. So I'm going to make a new pattern here. Use Fruity Slice X, and we'll just bring it in here. And run that to its own track and start programming. And another thing I like to do is actually pitch it up. So the cool thing about Slice X is here, I like that snare as it is, but right now it's auto slicing, so I'm going to go in and adjust the markers. So we have that whole, cool. And there's my air conditioner, so that's going to be annoying for you, and I apologize. So I'm going to program a quick beat real quick, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've got my basic beat. And that's going to run underneath, and we will edit it later, but it's going to give us our initial backbone, if you will. From this point is where I'm going to get a little more surgical. So now that I have that kit set up, I'm going to bring in my own samples or kicks that I like, and bring those in on their own and affect them separately. So everything else I do from this point on, unless there's something I really, really want and I know it's going to be a tedious process, then I'll open up a new project and save it in the file. But for now, we're just going to do everything here. Something that I will do while we start is I'm going to bounce this piano. Well, I'm going to make sure that we're bouncing just the piano. So there are two ways to do this. You can use Edison, or you can do it right from the mixer. I've been having some problems lately, and it's been crashing my computer when I do it from the mixer. So we're not going to do that. Just let it play in. So there's that. Let's drag it right in. And then I usually just mute this, but I leave it there in case I want to edit it later. So at this point, let's say there's an effect I wanted to do, like reversing the tail of this. Could then bounce that as its own sample. Reverse. I'm going to change this. Crossfade. And we're going to. Distortion, saturation. Turn that mix down. Nope. Simple little things. And then we will also. Let's do this for funsies, because every track has to have OTT on it. Oh, just realized that was happening. Don't like that one bit. Always remember to take off your Edisons, folks. So I like that snare, I think. I'm gonna, boom, I got that snare. I'm gonna stretch you and then reverse you. And then this is the part where I would start layering kicks. So let's do that. Just grab the first kick, as long as it doesn't sound terrible. This little punchy kick. Whoops. On every four, simple little beat. And pitch this up. We're going to pitch it down. Put that snare over there that we just made. Boop, 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 boop. So it's a loop. We're going to add a little bit of distortion. Saturation will work. Probably automate the panning. So there we go. Obviously, it seems like there's a lot going on. It's really not hard. It's just time consuming. This is bare bones basics. You know, you go from here to get what you want, and you've got unlimited potential. You can literally do anything. But basically, it's all about resampling. So you make your basic kit. And obviously, I would go through, and every one of these patterns would be different. I wouldn't be looping the same beat, but for time's sake. Because that does get pretty involved. And you saw how I drag this one out of my slicer, one individual hit. Other DAWs, I don't know how you do it, probably just bouncing that one sound, probably not hard, and affect it from there. So that is the basics of resampling to make glitch music. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and or message me directly, and I'll see if I can answer your question, or maybe make a video to fix any kind of problems I've got going on here. All right, thank you for sticking around, and we'll talk to you later.